right, hello. So I have decided to start a new series that I think will be extremely helpful for you. So I have this huge stack of cards that have business inspiration quotes. And I find this to be true for a lot of us. Like, we love these inspirational quotes, we post them, but we aren't always integrating them because they feel good in the moment, and allowing ourselves to dive deeper into some of these too, because I find some of these quotes are the truth, but they're not the full truth. They're not the only truth. So today's card, our first card, you may have seen a photo of me posting this. There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve, and that is the fear of failure. Now, although mindset is a huge component of whether we take action and how we take action within our businesses, within pursuing our dreams, this confidence that allows us to say, this dream is achievable. Fear of failures. It is achievable. That I can achieve it. That I'm worthy of this success. Yes, that is a factor. But that might not be the full truth, and it might not be your only truth as well. So in business, you may, and I've seen this, where people completely believe that it is possible, they completely believe in themselves, yet they are struggling to achieve their dream. And now a mindset coach, and strictly mindset coach, would be like, well, there's still some block there. There's still some block there. And I beg to differ, because I don't think that's always the case. It is sometimes, but I don't think that that is always the case. Sometimes it is lack of clarity. It's lack of tools to be able to gain the clarity that you need. It is lack of validation. And although these all keep coming back to lack, and lack can be associated back to that root of fear, it goes back to the basics of being in school. And a teacher comes in the classroom and they're like, okay, we're going to talk about this today. Does anyone have questions? Well, if people don't know what they don't know, it makes it really hard to ask a question. If you're like, I have this amazing idea, I don't know what to do with it. Sure, yes, you could have this relentless pursuit and this tenacity to go, I will find a way. In pursuing, definitely, I think that is the path to be able to find the tools that you need. But still, when you're on this path searching, going, I know this is possible, there are many things that can come in the way. And one of those huge pieces is clarity, is having an expert to lean on to be able to do the market research. And of course, there can be some fear when you're doing market research, because it again is the unknown, and the unknown registers in our brain as pain. So that's why this feeling of tenacity and relentlessness to pursue is extremely important, because that feeling will outweigh the fear, and it'll allow you to find the tools to have the conversations that need to be had to discover what it is that you are missing, so that you can accelerate your path and not get stuck. Now, aside from that, like, looking at the full scheme of business and making time and making space, releasing our attachments to thoughts, I don't always associate that with fear. An attachment can be an attachment out of love, an attachment of because that's what you think is right, or that's what you think you have to do because someone told you that. So I don't necessarily associate attachments, thought attachments, meaning, well, I want to develop this program, which I had in the past. I wanted to develop a program, and I felt like I had these two different worlds. I was a yoga teacher, I had this exercise science, exercise medicine background, and then I had this mindset, this behavioral change, hypnotherapy, and then I had my business and business coaching and consulting that I was doing. And I felt like I had to do all of them and I had to find a way to make them all work. And I wasn't sure how to do that. So I would have this business going and I would have this business going and I would have this business going and I was just jumping around and I was unable to fully put my energy into each one of them because I didn't know how to integrate them. I knew that's what I wanted. I knew it was possible, but I didn't know how to make it work for me. And I was relentless. So I was checking out all these different programs. I was signing up for all the free courses and free challenges. And I was signing up for any coaching call that coaches were available because I was looking for this missing piece. Hey, Jesse. There was a missing piece and I knew it was there and I was relentless to pursue it. And ultimately, I had to make a decision, even after I got all of this knowledge, even after I saw all of this stuff, I still had to make the time to make a decision. And I teach this in whatever, like we're doing project management, we're doing productivity, we're doing, you know, getting things done, getting more things done. And how do we manage that to-do list of, let's say, 10 things that all have the same priority? How do we prioritize them? How do we choose? How do we get the thing done? We pick one and we just do it. We just fully commit. And that's what you're going to have to do with your business. And that attachment can create some fear, but it's not fear of failure. It's generally not. Generally, it's a fear of not helping someone. It's a fear of leaving someone out. But guess what? When you have fear of leaving someone out, you end up leaving everyone out. Or you leave out a whole lot of people. So you have to fully commit. You have to fully show up. You have to carve out the time to make this a possibility. You have to be relentless in your pursuit and have the tenacity to continue. All right? Ask questions, get feedback. When I offer a free call or a complimentary call to pinpoint the next 3 steps in your business, you have to take it. You can't let that be fearful. You can't be like, oh, well, I don't have enough information. I don't know enough to even get her advice. I doubt that. I've seen it all. I have seen it all. So stay tuned. Each day I'm going to be going through, and I think there's about 50 of these. So we've got a lot of time to spend with each other. So I am going to highlight one of these quotes that you might have seen that feel motivational, they feel inspirational, but we want to look at it and examine what level of truth is it. Is it the whole truth? Is it part of the truth? Is it the only truth? Because most likely it's not. How do we take these wonderful, beautiful, inspirational, motivational quotes and how do we actually apply them and take action? Because just a thought does not bring it into the universe. Just a thought does not bring it into the physical. It takes action to bring it into the physical. It takes action to make it happen. So, quotes. I'll see you tomorrow.